dialing in and tuning in, and delighted to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in our live stream on Monday nights. We're thinking about changing our format, actually keeping this the same, but doing some other things as well. But we'll keep you posted on that. We're trying to learn how to better be exposed on other platforms and how to increase our the worth of our performances on the web. We're going to try to figure that out, and it's a learning process for old people. Young people know already, but it's old, but we're not young. Turns out, who knew? Delighted to have you with us. One of the parts of that is, of course, it's very important for us if you would share on Facebook and if you would click like and subscribe on YouTube. It's very important for us, and we're going to do all kinds of other things too. We think we will. Still trying to learn how to do this thing. Played last night in Hartwell, Georgia, and of course, Jim and Mary Ann Huggins supported that event over and over every year. Great to see Mary Ann last night. This is a song we often play for our friend Jimmy Huggins. Oh, God's good at a place at the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some clap their hands. All God's good at a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some clap their hands, cause anything they got. Well, listen to the bass and soprano at the bottom with the bullfrog croaks with the hippopotamus moans and groans with the picture new. And the old cow just goes moo. Dogs, cats, cave in the middle where the honeybee hums and the cricket fiddles and the donkey brays and the pony neighs. The old three badgers sighs. All God's good has got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some clap their hands. Listen to the top with the little birds singing with the melodies and the high notes ringing and the hoot owl cries over everything. The blackbird disagrees. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day. The little duck quacks, he's on his way. The otter has a litmus to stay. The porcupine talks to himself. All God's good is got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some clap their hands. It's a simple song sung everywhere by the ox and the fox and the grizzly bear. Snoopy alligator and the hawk and dove. Fly old weasel and the turtle dove. Oh, God's good got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some clap their hands, cause anything they got. It's called A Place in the Choir. A Place in the Choir. And when I was singing that song, trying to remember who wrote it, and I've known these things all along, but my brain is not responsive now like it used to be.
Kathy and Rich are on.
Good, good, good. Kathy and Rich are on. We'll sing a song for them that we didn't sing last week. Colorado delegation is online. We'll do a song for you here in a couple of minutes, the one that we didn't do last week. But the Place in the Choir was written by Bill Staines, I believe. See, Bill Staines wrote Place in the Choir and Roseville Fair. And anyways, I think that's what it was. My brain is not what it used to be, boys and girls.
originals?
It's the black one that says CB songs. What's requested, you know?
The City.
The City? Well, let's sing it.
You don't need it?
I'll probably remember it. Who requested it?
Papa Joe.
My buddy Joe requested a song that I wrote called The City. And he and I corresponded a little bit this afternoon, and he asked for an original song too, a Christmas song. I'll do one of those later.
Nope.
But the song is called The City. And I graduated from college in 1977. The first thing I did is went to New York City. New York City! And tried to break my way in the music business. I'll give you 3 guesses how it all worked out. But I wrote a song called The City. Where the night lights shine bright in the city. It can leave a man a long, long way from home. Leave a wife and a newborn child on a gambler's prayer that I make the big time. New York City. Well, the sun shines in the morning and the rain falls most every afternoon. And the dreamers come and go like the winter winds that blow down the busy streets of the city. When the day is done, I'll make my way down to that empty little second story room. I'll be wishing I was right back there in my front porch rocking a chair and not here alone in the city. When the sun goes down on the city and the bright lights outshining the moon, I'll curse the lonely day and this dream that makes me stay in this cold city so far away from home. When the day is done, I'll make my way down to that empty little second story room. I'll be wishing I was right back there in my front porch rocking chair. That's where I belong. I swear I'll be there soon. I wish I was right back there in my front porch rocking chair and not here alone in the city. Thank you, Joe, for that request. I was missing my good wife in New York City. I was. An original title was Leave a Wife and a Half-Born Child. But I later changed it to a newborn child. But at the time, I was back and forth, and it was a half-born anyway.
Yeah, I was pregnant.
My good wife was soon to have our good son Josh, and thank goodness she did. Sloucher, friend, Sloucher. How we doing over there, Mom? Doing okay?
Doing good.
Good, good, good. Very busy week, guys. Very busy 2 weeks since the first of the month, and I have a very busy one this week. I'll repeat this a couple of times in case you want to try to catch our program, which includes holiday songs this time of year, of course. Uh, I'll be here tonight until 9 o'clock on the live stream. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing Christmas songs at our Columbia, South Carolina songwriter event at the British Bulldog out in the Irmo area of Columbia, South Carolina. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, I'll be in Charleston at my regular Wednesday night job, Tommy Condon's Irish Pub, downtown Charleston on Church Street. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 nights I'll be in Savannah, Georgia at the new Irish pub called the Wexford. I'll be there 4 nights, Thursday through Sunday. and it starts at different times. Basically, 7 o'clock. You'll catch me one way or another. But Saturday night, December 20, Michael Murray on the keyboards and Karen Egan on the viola will be joining me, and we'll be doing basically our last of the Christmas concerts, along with some extra songs from 7 until 10, Saturday night, December 20. And after that, I'm going to be home for the count. I'm going to be home through the holidays. I'm not playing Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I'm not playing New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And my wife and I are celebrating our anniversary, so we're going to take a week off and stay at home and do nothing after the first of the year, just to get ourselves a little together time and get away from the rest of the world for a little bit. That's the short version of what I'll be doing in the next 7 or 8 days. Let's pick up the pace with this one. What do you say, friends? Thinking about my buddy Steve Edwards in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. He's a big fan of the Kingston Trio. Of course, a big fan of the Folk Legacy Trio too these days. An old Tom Paxton song. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Made a stand, made a stand. In the wake of the night, my soul is turned into your hands, into your hands. Are you going away with no word of farewell? There'll be not a trace left behind. Could have loved you better, did not mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, thoughts of you, thoughts of you. Every song in my heart dies apart without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? There'll be not a trace left behind. Could love you better, did not mean to be unkind. You know that it was the last thing on my mind. As I walk down the street, my thoughts are tumbling round and around, round and around. Underneath my feet, the subway's running underground, underground. I'm going away with no word of farewell. There'll be not a trace left behind. Could have loved you better, did not mean to be unkind. You know that it was the last thing on my mind. You got a reason, so plenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. I'm going away with no word of farewell. Will there be not a trace of me? Could have loved you better than me to be unkind. You know that it was the last thing on my mind. You know that it was the last thing on my mind. Let's
Chain list is on.
the chain list is on. Our buddy Jane was on last week, and she requested a song which we're doing in the Celtic Christmas program, and I'll sing it for you right now. Jane List in Anderson, South Carolina. Jane, I passed through Anderson twice yesterday. Once on my way to Hartwell, Georgia, and the other on my way back from Hartwell, Georgia. And I thought about you, and thought about Dan Kraft, and I thought about all my friends in Anderson, Steve Madden, this one and that one. I didn't see any of you in Hartwell, but it's a ways down the road and it was awfully cold yesterday. Anyway, this is a song called 2,000 Years Ago. It was done by a Scottish folk singer named Jean Redpath. And it's a good old song, nice, different kind of a song about the Christmas story. Long ago, far away, far away, far away, a prophet spoke of a great birthday 2,000 years ago. Now Joseph was a poor old man, poor old man, poor old man, but he dreamed his Mary would have a son 2,000 years ago. And Mary, she rocked the cradle and the baby cried a little, and Joseph swept the stable 2,000 years ago. Along the road to Bethlehem, 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 weary Mary stopped at the inn 2,000 years ago. In the stable, all amid the straw, amid the straw, amid the straw, the Virgin Mary's babe was born 2,000 years ago. And Mary, she rocked the cradle, and the baby cried a little, and Joseph swept the stable 2,000 years ago. Bright stars shone in the eastern sky, eastern sky, eastern sky, showing all men where the young Lord lay 2,000 years ago. Wise men walked through the desert sand, desert sand, desert sand, bearing gifts in every hand 2,000 years ago. And Mary, she rocked the cradle, and the baby cried, and Joseph swept the stable 2,000 years ago. In the manger where the donkey grazed, the donkey grazed, the donkey grazed, Mary watched o'er her newborn babe 2,000 years ago. Love that song. My good wife found that in the collection of Scottish singer Jean Redpath, who donated. Was it her or her family donated her entire collection of
She did.
recordings and this and that and the other to the University of South Carolina, which is where my wife worked at the time. And she came across that song and she said, "Wow!" And of course, Jean Redpath, a very famous Scottish singer and very big in the U.S. Folk scene in the American Northeast, and she was on all the time with Garrison Keillor and things like that, and very famous singer, and a great collection of songs, including that one for Christmas. How we doing, Mom? Everything
Yeah,
okay?
everything's good.
Good, good, good. Here's a little Irish tune. Sláinte, sláinte. We'll do one Irish Christmas song. ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. Christmas in Killarney, with all of the folks at home. It's nice, you know, to kiss your bro, cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, of course you know, he's one of the boys from home. The door is always open, the neighbors playing home. Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all. My grand feast to click your heels, joining the fun of the jigs and reels. Christmas in Killarney, with all of the folks at home. We'll decorate the Christmas tree when all the family's here. All around the roaring fire, we'll raise a cup of cheer. Gifts to bring, songs to sing, laughs to make the rafters ring. Christmas in Killarney, with all of the folks at home. Aye, the holiday green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. Christmas in Killarney, with all of the folks at home. It's nice, you know, to kiss your bro, cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, of course you know, he's one of the boys from home. And the door is always open, the neighbors pay a call. Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all. How grand it feels to click your heels, joining the fun of the jigs and reels. Christmas in Killarney, the lights you've never known. Christmas in Killarney, with all of the folks at home. It's much better with the fiddle doing the trad piece. We had fun doing that one during the Christmas program this entire month. Karen Egan did a great job on the playing the fiddle parts. Trad, of course, is Irish traditional music, and I'm a big fan of the Irish folk music as well. But trad is the jigs and reels, the instrumental music you hear in the pubs there, and also popular in this part of the world. What you got there?
Okay, it's amazing. Right before you sang that song, Rick McGibbons had requested that song, and then you just went right in and did it. And he said, "Wow, that was fast."
Rick McGibbons and I are on the same page. I was going to do that one. Actually, I was going to do Christmas Time and Then It's Free, and then I decided to pick up the pace and do that one instead. We do both of those songs in the program this year and last year. Anyway, we mix it up a lot. We've been doing that Christmas tour since 2001, and so we have a lot of different kinds of songs. I'll play another one or two from it as we go along. First, here's another song from Ireland. Come over the hills, bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I will take the path, and I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose, and young the garden grows. There's a lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the point. My love is fairer than was down by Killarney's green woods, and we strayed in the moon and stars shining, and the moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. And red is the rose, and in yonder garden grows. There is a lily of the valley, clear is the water not for the parson my sister keeps. 'Tis not for the grief my love. 'Tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass. My heart is breaking forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. There's a lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the point. My love is fairer than day. Clear is the water that flows from the point. But my love is fairer than day. Red is the rose. Our friend Kathy and Rich out in Colorado, they like that one. And last week they requested one. And we couldn't put our hands on it. Sherry looked in that book, I looked here, looked there, I looked over here. And I said, well, we'll have to do it for you later. Well, come to find out, it was right here. And it was mixed up in the pages on my music stand the whole time. This is a song that I wrote with my friend Larry Shira. You can find him on Facebook as Laid Back Larry. He's a good buddy of mine from here in Kershaw County, but now lives and works and plays music in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and points south, which is Surfside Beach, World's End at that part of the world. And I'm due to get back up there and have another liquid lunch with my friend Larry, Laid Back Larry. I got to do that again one of these days. Let's see if I remember how this goes. See, I had to look it up because I wrote the song with Larry, but I don't remember how it goes. My dad was 38 years with the Seaboard Railroad, and we would go down to the train track and pick him up, and the whole a lot of our lives were based around the fact that my dad was here for a few days and then he was gone on the railroad. And I was telling some of that story to Larry, and he started this song. He made me do it. It's his own fault. It's Larry's fault. Title song from one of my CDs. The name of the song is Chasing Daddy's Train. Little boy in dungarees, freckled face, skin up knees, waiting with my mama for a train. Daddy works the big iron rail, mighty stories he can tell. Can't wait to see his smiling face again. The ground trembles beneath my feet, a feeling I will always keep in my heart, deep down in my soul. Train pulls up, he hops down, lickety split, we're homeward bound. We'll grab a dope at old man Campbell's store. Give me daddy home, you know we can't stay long. Mama gotta pack that suitcase up again. He's going far away, but I sure hope one day I won't be chasing daddy's train. His train is leaving on Sunday. I turn and try to break away. Down the track, I'm running all in vain. I wave my arms, I call out, but daddy's ears can't hear me now. But I keep on running, chasing daddy's train. Give me daddy home, no, it can't stay long. Mama gotta pack that suitcase up again. He's going far away, but I sure hope one day I won't be chasing daddy's train. Here's a verse that I left off the album. I shouldn't have left it off. It's my fault, Larry. Little boys turn into men, cats in the cradle once again. This old highway steals my only joy. I'm a grown-up man now, all right, but tears still well up in the night, just like when I was a little boy. Dad retired in '89, stepped off that train one last time. Mama threw that old suitcase away. All too soon, God called him home. Now mama sits home all alone. But you know we'll all see him again one day. If he daddy home, no, it can't stay long. Mama gotta pack that suitcase up again. He's going far away. I sure hope one day I won't be chasing daddy's train. One day I won't be chasing daddy's train. Thank you for that request last week, Kathy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every time I sing that song, I say, well, shoot, I like that song. I like that song. Well, it's like your supper at Shoney's. You ought to like it. You made it yourself. You ought to like it. You made it yourself. Anyway, Chasing Daddy's Train. Title song from one of my CDs. Here's another song from Ireland, the west of Ireland. This is one of my all-time favorites. William Butler Yeats wrote the lyric, and I sing this song a lot, very often. And when we were first doing these live streams years ago now, first during COVID and all of that, it was commented that I sing this song every time. And it's probably right because I don't keep up with what I'm singing or not singing. This is a great song called The Sally Gardens. It's launched it. Down by Sally Garden, my love died. Did she passed Sally Garden, oh little snow white feet. She bidden me take and love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. I was young and foolish, and with her we not agree. In a field down by the river, my love and I did stand. On my healing shore, she placed her snow white hand. She bidden me take and love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. Down by Sally Garden, my love and I believe she passed Sally Garden on little snow white feet. She didn't take and love easy as the leaves were on the tree. I was young and foolish, as her would not agree. I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. County Sligo, the west of Ireland. Your man William Butler Yeats requested to be buried there. It was his favorite part of the world. It's a small little tower, a little, not a castle or anything, but a small little tower that was his. And he's buried there by a chapel and a very nice gift shop and coffee shop. but in the shadow of Bullbillen Tabletop Mountain, County Sligo in the west of Ireland. Beautiful part of the world. I hope to go back there in the second half of next year. We're trying to put together, we're going to be going to Scotland in May 24 through June 1, and some of us are going to stay there and others will come join us. Let me know if you'd like to join us for only 5 nights in Ireland. So it's briefer, shorter, and less expensive. For 5 nights in Northern Ireland and Ireland, June 1 through 5. Let me know if you want to join us.
My cousin Ronnie's on and he needs to go.
Yes, Ron and Kay should go. Even though they were with us to Wales and all of that back
Yeah,
then.
but we'll have me and the kids will be there.
See, they're signed on to Scotland.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're signed on to Scotland. Yeah, good. Anyway, I said that to say we're also trying to put together a one for the west of Ireland in October next year. So who knows? We'll see how she works out. Here's a little Irish drinking song. And this all for me grog, jolly grog. Oh, I stick on my chin with the lassie drinking gin. Across the western ocean I was bound. Where are my boots? The boots. Oh, he was alone, the chosen to them. So the luck for back to there. All for me grog, jolly grog. Oh, I'm here in the back room. I stretch on my chin with a lassie gin. Across the western ocean I was bound. Where are my boots? Me noggin boots. All gone for beer and tobacco. He was a raw born, the chosen to up. So the looking up about the weather. All for me grog, jolly grog. Oh, Hermie beer and tobacco. I spent all my chance with the last season across the western ocean and the farm. Take it, Ron. Well, I'm sick in the head, and I haven't been to bed since first I came ashore for my slumber. I spent all my dough with the waitress on the ship, across the western ocean and the all for me grog, jolly grog. Oh, burning here in the meadow. I spent all my chin with the lassie's drinking gin, across the western ocean and this wonder. All for me grog, jolly grog. Grog, of course, is a slang word for the drink, but it's actually, in the old days in sailing ships, they would leave home harbor with thousands of gallons of fresh water, and the longer they were away from home harbor, the more bacteria there was in the water, and so the captain would add rum to the water supply to help kill the bacteria and to make the sailors happy. So grog is actually a combination of water and rum and bacteria.
You want to play or sing Tupelo Honey for Jeff Heatley?
I will. How about Jeff Heatley down in Beaufort, South Carolina? Good buddy. He usually wants a train song. I may have to do him a train song too, tonight or next week. This is a Van Morrison song. Van Morrison from Belfast. I can feel your heartbeat 1,000 miles. Heaven opens every time she smiles. And I come to her, that's where I belong. And I run and run and run and run to her. I remember the song. Give me love, 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 crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy love, love, crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy. You can take all the tea in China, wrap it up, big brown bag for me, sail it on out to the seven oceans, drop it in the middle of the blue sea. She's as sweet, hello, she's an angel, the first degree. She's as sweet, hello, sweeter than honey, baby. Ooh, she's as sweet, hello, honey, she's an angel, first degree. She's as sweet, hello, sweeter than honey, baby. Love, you can't stop us on our way. You can't stop us. Our eyes can see inside, like granite. Nights in armor, become sugary. She's as sweet, to she's an angel, first degree. She's as sweet, sweeter than honey, baby. Love you, sweeter than honey, baby. Oh, from the beach. Tupelo honey, same chords, same key, same groove, same everything as that other song that I started out doing, just like that, you know. Anyway, two songs just alike from Van Morrison. One is called Crazy Love, the other is called Tupelo Honey. And I still get them mixed up in my brain. Sorry, y'all. A couple of the songs here, guys. This one, I promised in the promo earlier today that I'd do at least one song again tonight from the Christmas concert series because some people couldn't make it to one of the shows here and there. We did fewer shows, only 9 shows this year instead of 14 or 15. And we didn't get to play this city, that city, the other, as we sometimes have. We never know which ones we're going to get. But this is a song from the program, Christmas song, called The Man Who Ran the Inn. It's a little bit of a different twist on the story, the Christmas story, Christmas morning. And one of the most vilified people in many of the Christmas stories is the man who ran the inn, who didn't give him a nice fancy room to be born in. But as the famous comedian said, what you going to do, knock those 2 Roman soldiers out of the room 101? No, you're not going to. Anyway, I may have sung this the other night. Did I sing this last week?
I don't think so.
Can't remember.
I don't think so.
It's called The Man Who Ran the Inn. Written by Peter McCann, Nashville, Tennessee. It was cold out in the desert, but in the distance there was a light. The little town of Bethlehem was a warm and welcome sight. A mother and her unborn child out in the winter wind, till he saw her and took pity on the state she was in. God bless the land, the ran the end, and Bethlehem. Don't you think we should always be just a little more like him? He made some room there in his stable and in his soul. Thanks to him, the Son of Man was born out in the cold. It was dark and it was musty. It was old and tumbled down. But he said, "You're welcome to it. It's the last place left in town." We don't know why he took them in. We don't know what his reason was. And I guess we'll never know his name. But I'll bet Jesus does. God bless the man who ran again. That's the end. Don't you think we should always be just a little more like him? He made some room there in his stable and in the sun. Thanks to him, the Son of Man was born out in the cold. Don't you think we should always be just a little more like him? God bless the man who ran the inn in Bethlehem. That's one of my favorites. I made a few changes on it, and I called him in Nashville to ask his permission to make a few changes, and he gave me his permission to put it in our programs, our traveling Christmas programs. And he had another line that I didn't remember. He had changed it, rewritten it a little bit himself from the earliest recording, and I couldn't remember that line, and I loved it. So I tried to call him back and learn what that other line was. And in the interim, he had gotten sick and passed away. So we lost. I have that line is lost to me, and I tried to contact the publishing company too, see if I could learn, but they don't. You know, you talk to a computer there, you know, instead of a person. But anyway, his name is Peter McCann, and he wrote a great song. One or two more songs here, guys. Thank you.
Jeff wanted you to do a train song, and I reminded him you just done Chasing Daddies.
Yep.
So I guess maybe that was another quickie.
Yep,
He
that's
did it
right.
when he was thinking about it.
Yep. Joe wants to hear Streets of London. Imagine that. I think he requests that every week, don't he, Cherry?
Yeah.
Song called Streets of London. Oh, why not? This is a song that says to us, let's not forget to be grateful. And I'm going to be grateful for a few days off. Beginning next Monday, I'm going to be hiding from the rest of the world. Salute your friends, Johnson. I will be here next Monday night, but other than that, I'm going to be hiding. Cheers. See if we can't do a train song for Jeff too. I wonder if you look in CB Songs, the Black Book. I wonder if you could find my song called the black one down here. CB Songs.
But you already did Chasing Daddy's Train.
I did, but I don't know if you heard it or not.
I think you probably did.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, it was about the same time.
Let me think of the title of the other one.
Which one are you thinking?
The train song I wrote for my father. How's it go?
The gospel song?
No.
No.
Anyway, I'll have to sing that with some other time for you, Jeff. Uh, I wrote this song
Well, about the.
about the train wreck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Don't remember the title of it. Don't remember the title. You can't find it in the cheat book. This is a song called Streets of London. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up papers with his worn out shoes? In his eyes, you see no pride, and held loosely by his side. Every yesterday's papers telling yesterday's news. Have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London, dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags? She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home and to carry her bags. How can you tell me you're lonely? Say for you the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, and I'll lead you through the streets of London, and I'll show you something to make you change your mind. At the all-night cafe at 11:15, the same old man sitting there on his own, staring at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each tea lasts an hour, and he wonders who's alone. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Say if you the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, and I'll lead you through the streets of London, and I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? His memory fading like the ribbons that he wears. And in this winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Say for you the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, and I'll lead you through the streets of London, and I'll show you something to make you change your mind. What a great song. She read there 2 pages.
Oops.
Ladies and gentlemen, back in 1998, my dad was in the hospital, and we lost him in September that year. But he'd been 38 years with Seaboard Railroad, and he had told me the story more than once about when he was a young man. There was a train collision in Florida, and the story, the The driver of the train engineer, had a daughter who was also a signal person. And when the train comes flying by a station, it doesn't slow down and pick up its orders. It goes flying by, and a big hook grabs the orders, and they pull the orders off. The train keeps flying, down one of these remote stations. And then he reads his orders as to he has to go up here and pull over, or go here and go straight through, or whatever it is. And his daughter accidentally handed up the wrong orders and realized it right after the train had left. And back in that day, there was no shortwave radio, no this, no nothing. They couldn't contact the train. They knew the train collision was going to happen because they had two trains, both with clear orders to pass through. And they actually scrambled. They figured out where they thought the wreck was going to happen. They scrambled ambulances and firemen and the whole thing to meet the accident before the accident happened, but there was nothing they could do. I have no idea what I had done this song in 20 years, maybe more. But this is for you, my buddy Jeff. It's called The Mighty Train Collision. I wrote it late one night. My dad had gone to sleep in the hospital, and I was spending the night with him. And I wrote it on the napkin, on the paper towel out of the hospital room. And I read it to him the next morning, and he straightened me out on a couple of details. My dad was one to straighten you out, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, let's launch it. It's called The Mighty Train Collision. I'll tell you the story as it was told to me. Carroll, California, 1933. Of a lady operator got her signals crossed. A mighty train collision where many lives were lost. Her daddy was an engineer who always ran on time. As she worked the signal station on the Eastern Seaboard line, she handed up his orders every day at 2:05, and she'd wave to her daddy as the train kept flying by. There were no electric signals or wireless radio. The train received their order from a 10-foot circle flow. She'd hold the bag of orders on her part and they hide. Fireman grabbed the bag as the train went flying by. She waved to her daddy on that fateful day. Back there in the signal house, her daddy's orders lay. Too late to recall him, she turned white as a sheet. She'd handed up orders for the train he was to be. Daddy, oh daddy, you made your final run. Can you forgive me for the thing that I have done? Tried so hard to save you, but it was too late. I love you and I'll see you in heaven one day. She wired her dispatcher to stop the other train, but it passed the station on time at 1:15. Both trains had the orders for clear passage through. There was fire from the swampland, there was nothing. Passengers and crewmen lost their lives that day, and the crash was so mighty it was heard 5 miles away. And the ambulance was waiting, but no one would be saved on account of the order the signal woman made. Now she never got over the mistake that she had made. She buried her sweet daddy and she quit her job that day. Not another telegraph would she ever send. Not another life would she hold. Oh daddy, you made your final run. Can you forgive me for this thing that I have done? Tried so hard to save you, but I must have I love Oh, Dad, oh, Daddy, you made it not wrong. Can you forgive me for this thing that I have done? I tried so hard to save you, but it was too late. I love you and I'll see you in heaven. I love you and I'll see you in heaven. I'm fine.
It's just sad.
True story, 1933.
Wow.
1933. That story told itself around the railroad circles years and years and years and years. My daddy told me. And I wrote it down that night in his hospital room. And we recorded it on one of the albums here in the house. So it was on probably the King Edward box CD, KE box CD. But and I wanted it to be kind of a bluegrassy song after the other bluegrass train songs that we know. And so I think that's the way it went. But I hadn't sung that song in 20 years, maybe more than that. Anyway, guys, we got to get out of here. We're going to wrap it up with this one. Did we do them all, Cherry?
Pray for me.
We're going to do Pray For Me for our friend Kathy. And I had mom duty, speaking of mom and dad, I had mom duty today. And she said, what song you going to do, son? What gospel song you going to do? And I promised her, well, I didn't promise her, but I said, I think I'm going to do, I named one to her, and it was Heaven's song. Anyway, but I've decided, my mom's 93 years old, and I decided to do this one instead. So if she hears this, she'll understand why I sang this one instead of that one. But first, let's do this one for our friend Kathy. Sang this one last night in Georgia, too. This one we add to the Christmas program routinely. Cheers, friends, cheers. The name of the song is Pray For Me. Written by our friend Rob Crosby. He had a bottle in his left hand, an old Bible in his right. And I thought, now there's a sinner, as he asked me for a light. He hit me for $1. I turned and walked away. I was feeling high and mighty when I heard him say, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, and I will pray for you. I thought, who is he to pray for me? And I hit my power lock. The weight of my hypocrisy fell on me like a rock. I caught him at the corner. I gave him my last 10. I said, please forgive me, brother. And until we meet again, pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. And I will pray for you. You know, each of us is broken somewhere down inside. We're really not that different. If you strip away the pride, we all have our struggles, chains that we can't break, and you never know the difference one simple prayer might make. I stood there on the corner, I watched him shuffling off, and the sun behind St. Mary's made the shadow of a cross on the street, busy people going somewhere on the run. And I felt like calling out each and every one. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. And I will pray for you. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. And I will pray for you. Pray for me. Pray for Me for our friend Kathy. She likes that one. That's on one of my CDs too. These old guitars are reacting to this weather. 15 on my porch this morning. 15 degrees. Holy moly. We may have to go down and put a fire in the fireplace right now, Jerry. What do you think?
If you're willing to stay up with it all night.
I may build a fire. I don't know. Let's think about it. Build a fire, eat ice cream. Build a fire, eat ice cream.
What about eat a fire and eat ice cream?
Build a fire and eat ice cream. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the secret. Build a fire and eat the ice cream. Thank you, friends, for being with us. Thank you for supporting what we do. Don't forget, it's very important to us to click share there on Facebook and to click subscribe and like and all that business on the YouTube. But it's also important that you be good to your neighbor, that you turn off your TV and turn off your social media and don't let that bad news, sad news take you away from the reality and the beauty of this holiday season. The news has been so difficult and so tricky and upsetting. And I'm trying to ignore it and say, let's don't go there. But let us be good to each other. Let us be kind to your neighbor. This is a great old song, an old gospel tune. Been singing this song for years. I have heard of a land on a faraway strand. It's the beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high, where we never shall die. It's a land where we'll never grow, never grow old, never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old, never grow old, never grow old. It's a land where we'll never grow old. In that beautiful home where we'll never more roam, we shall be in the sweet by and by. Happy praise to the King, through eternity we'll sing, in the land where we never shall die. Never grow old, never grow old. Never grow old, never grow old, never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. When our work here is done and our life crown is won, and our troubles and trials are o'er, all our sorrows will end, and our voices will blend with the loved ones who've gone on before. Never grow, never grow, in a land where we'll never grow. Never grow, where we'll never grow. In a land where we'll never grow old. In the land where we'll never grow old. What a blessed hope. What a blessed hope. And I believe. What a blessed hope, and I believe. Mm-hmm. Thank you, friends. We're going to take a break. It's going to be a long one. Come see us somewhere sometime soon.